No, I'm not overly worried about the form right now. Like I said, because we've had a few issues with injuries in the lead up to this tri-series. A couple of batsmen getting injured, some of the bowlers getting injured. So it's been a bit hard for them to get like a set combination going. So I'm not overly concerned, at this point of time. And I also think, a World Cup, your mind is also really, when you're playing a tournament like this, it's really on the World Cup and you're trying to make strategies and plans around the World Cup. I'm sure once the World Cup comes around, hopefully everyone will be fit. I think that's going to be a critical thing for India, if hopefully everyone is fit. And if everyone is fit, I think they've got the balance and the combination to be able to do well. It's a long tournament, and you're right. I think you need to just ensure that you manage, the long gaps between games. So you need to ensure that you manage the schedule and manage the time off away from the cricket. Is important, because when you're in and around an event like this, a big event like this, and there can be so much pressure and so much hype as well. So how you handle the downtime is almost as important as the practice times, so you don't want to over practice, so you don't want to get early on in the tournament, you don't want to get burnt out too quickly, but you also want to be sure that you're peaking around the time of the quarterfinals, where you've got your combination set, you've got the people that you want in form, and you know very clearly by come quarterfinal that these are my best 11 players, and hopefully they're all fit to play. Worry in the sense, it was an unfortunate injury to Rohit Sharma, so you can't help that. So I don't think he got 100 and he got injured, so that's forced the Indian team to make a change. So from my point of view, that Rohit Sharma will come back, and then I think things might start looking a lot better. Obviously, Shikhar Dhawan would like a few more runs, but having said that, his performance in one-day cricket over the last year has actually been very, very good. So, we are judging him on 2 or 3 failures and a tough tour of Australia. I think we need to be a bit more patient with him, because he deserves the right to be patient. He's earned it, not just he's earned it with his performances. His performances over the last year in one-day cricket. And I'm not talking of Test cricket. I'm just saying one-day cricket have been actually really, really good. So he's earned the right, for us to have a bit of patience in him and to back him. And like I said, hopefully he'll get a good run. And by the time come the big business end of the tournament, the quarterfinals of the tournament, a guy like him in form will be invaluable to India. So yeah, he'd like a few more runs, but I just hope that, given a few more games and just getting into the stride a bit more, playing different opposition, will get him into the kind of form India needs going into the quarterfinal. Ravindra Jadeja wasn't fit, probably meant India felt that, maybe Akshar Patel at 7 or a Binny at 7 is a bit inexperienced at this point of time, which is why they maybe held back Virat. But if, I'd like to see Virat once the 10 or 12 overs are done. I'd like to see Virat going in, because you want Virat. You also want to give him a bit of time to get set and get his innings going, but giving him a bit of time. So maybe if they lose an early wicket, they might consider sending somebody else in if they're not confident about the depth of their batting. But otherwise, maybe once it's 10 or 12 overs, then I'd really like to see Virat. It's going to be a challenge. It's not going to be easy. You're playing in very different conditions. You're playing in conditions that I think the advantage of playing at home, you knew the conditions very well. You had, like we speak about, support and fan support. So this is going to be challenging. But like I said, I think we've got the match winners and we've got the players to be able to do it. I know it's sort of, when you look at recent 1 or 2 results, you feel, it's not that easy. But I know that when you look at the squad and the combination and the balance that they have, that it can all come together. And I believe that India will make the quarterfinals, and after that it's a question of having 3 good days. And if you look at the team, when you look at the squad, you believe that they have the players to be able to have 3 good games. They have that potential. Having said that, there are 4 or 5 other teams that have the potential as well. So it's a very open World Cup, and I think form is all going to be thrown out a window come quarter-final time. It's going to be who handles the pressure better, who handles the knockout and the must-win games better. So for me, I think India will make the quarterfinals, and if they find themselves in a good position from there, then I think they've got the players to do it.